Hi everybody, welcome to the Soul Song. This is Nina and this is going to be a weekly pick a card reading. We're going to look at what you're dealing with, what is the guidance for you, what you can expect in the next 7 to 10 days from whenever you come across this video. I have a playlist in which I add these videos, the weekly readings. So if this one does not resonate with you, then you can watch any of the other readings in that playlist. And hopefully you'll find messages there that are relevant for you. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. We have 3 groups in front of us, as you can see. Pick the pile that is calling out to you the most, and if you're drawn to 2, it's all right, you can watch 2 as well. And I'm gonna see you in the timestamps. Hi group 1, for those of you who've chosen this golden shell here, let's take a look at your reading. I'm going to start firstly with some runes that I'm going to pick out for you. Okay, so let's see, we have 1, so we have this as your first rune. Let's put that down there. You've got Turisas, and lastly we have, I think it's this one, we have Lacus. Okay, interesting. So the first rune that you have here is Hagalas, then you have Turisas, and then you have Lacus. This one here is more like, it's like the wrath of nature. It is quite destructive in the sense that it's very much like the Tower in tarot. So it's an unexpected event or something taking you by surprise. And it might seem like a shock, it might seem like it's too much at first, but it's all being orchestrated, you could say, in order to put you on the right path. Okay, perhaps you've been going in a particular direction and that's not actually right for you. So what's happening here is that the universe is stepping in and shaking things up a little bit for you. And what's interesting is that both of these next runes are about, this one's about protection and this one's about purging and releasing. So the feeling that I'm getting here is that there's something likely to happen in the next 7 to 10 days that takes you by surprise. It might seem like the carpet has been pulled, or the rug has been pulled from underneath your feet, and you're feeling a bit unstable. But what you're being told here is that you are firstly protected during this period of time, and that you and your loved ones also, I'm hearing, are safe. And secondly, this is being done so that you can sort of take a step back, observe, purge and release that which is not meant for your highest good. Okay, so this is all seeming like a course correction for me. Okay, let's see your other cards and we'll get a better idea of what's happening. We've got the heart, the dog, and we have the mountain. Yeah, so there are perhaps some delays or some obstacles in especially your love life. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. For many of you, this is a close connection. This could be a romantic partnership, but doesn't have to be. But since we have the heart and the dog here, this is definitely a close relationship, someone who you trust, where there is loyalty, there's fidelity, and it's not a bad situation. It's just that there may be some delays or some obstacles at the moment, which I feel are actually for your highest good. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. if we tie in this message with this one here. So let me just adjust the camera. There we go. So I do feel like it might feel uncomfortable, it might feel like there is perhaps even some distance or some aloofness in a connection, but it's happening perhaps because it's not the right time, or there is some course correction that needs to be done here. Okay, let's see your other cards. You've got the Six of Pentacles. Let's put that there. The World. Okay. We have the Princess of Wands. Nice. And lastly, we have the Princess of Pentacles. Wow. So you have two princesses or two pages here, which is like very fresh energy. It's again the initiation of something new. Pages are students, and they can also be seen as messengers. So there could firstly be some important messages coming your way, especially in connection to practical matters. It could also be in connection to relationships. Okay, we have two Pentacles cards here, which is suggesting to me that there is a focus here on practical matters in the next 7 to 10 days. And there might even be some help coming your way in terms of your finances, career, business, partnerships, things like that. For some of you, I feel like you're wrapping up a cycle which I'm hearing it's bringing in the fruits of your labor in some way. And it's almost like you're now ready to step out and carry forward the learning, the wisdom that you've gained in that particular phase or cycle, and embark on a new journey. The World is, I'm seeing this here as not just a cycle completing. I'm seeing this almost as you graduating. It's kind of like you've graduated from college, for instance, and you're stepping out into the real world to get perhaps a job and things like that. And the Six of Pentacles is often seen as help, as someone being generous. Okay, so it's either you being generous towards someone else, or somebody else being generous towards you, giving you an offer, an idea, or inspiring you perhaps to even move in some new direction. Okay, and with the World and the Mountain here, I feel like this could be something to do with overseas. It could be online, it could be at a distance, okay, from you. So this could even involve travel for that matter, but at the very least you are perhaps dealing with something or some situation or some organization perhaps which is either foreign or it is at a distance from you. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And both of these pages here to me are definitely signifying that you are in the learning phase, in the student phase, in the apprentice phase in some way, and you're ready to actually move forward in, like I said, a new direction. Okay, so this is a very fresh energy. And your finances, if you were worried about that, things are going to balance out this week. Okay, so I guess this shake up or whatever's coming up unexpectedly is not a bad thing. Actually, it's also tying into the World card here, in the sense that you are purging the old, you are releasing the old, and there's a need here for you to also trust your intuition. The Lagoose is about, it's like a waterfall, that is what it signifies. So be it purging your dead weight in terms of emotions, or being in the flow. It is connected to your emotions, it's connected to your intuition. Okay, so there's a need here for you to trust that inner calling or the intuition, and trust what you're feeling as well. Okay, and remain loyal to that. Let's see your other cards here. You could bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Okay. You got another Aquarius card. Full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Okay. Interesting. You have Magician and the Mirror, number 53. Victory, number 28. You have Higher Power, number 4. And you have Yang, number 1. Yeah, that makes sense. It's time for you to take action. Okay? It is time for you to take action. And I also want to say that if there are some obstacles on your path, on the path that you're being led onto, it's firstly it's the obstacles are not going to be that big. It's just that it's going to be a bit of a delay, and on the other side of these obstacles, of this massive boulder, you could say, there is victory, there is success. Okay, and for some of you I'm hearing delayed success. So the world can also be seen as a culmination, in the sense that it brings you the recognition, the fame, the success that you have actually worked really hard for. Okay, and that, I feel, is also what's happening here. What's interesting here is that you have the full moon and the new moon card in Aquarius itself. You may have heavy Aquarius placements in your chart, or you may be dealing with an Aquarius. And Aquarius is a very rebellious sort of energy. It is also about community, about, what is good for everybody. And it also has to do with the internet, with electricity, online stuff, technology, things like that. It's very futuristic. So you might be even delving into something like that, so doing something online, starting something online, perhaps maybe a YouTube channel or something else, where you get to show your true self, your authentic self to the world. And you're being asked to bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius is about planting new seeds here, okay, with the pages. And when it comes to Aquarius, like I said, there's a need for you to not be afraid of your weird, quirky, like I said, rebellious or even irreverent side. Okay, it's about going against the grain. So that's what you're being encouraged to do. And I want to read a little bit from this card, the bring love into the situation. Just give me a moment. So I feel like there are some additional messages there for you. Number 62. Okay. So another thing that stands out with Aquarius here is there's a need for you to sort of detach from the situation, because Aquarius is like that. It's a very detached sort of energy, but not detached in the sense that you don't work on it, but detached from the outcome of the situation and look at the bigger picture. Okay, so the meaning or the teaching of this card is Aquarius is a sign of invention, modern advances, and technology and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle, it's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than the emotional water signs. As is this card, no matter when you draw it, dropping convention works well with this energy. And that goes really well with this card as well. Show the world the real you. Okay. So there's a need here, I feel, to be both pragmatic, which is showing up with the Pentacles, and at the same time pouring love into the situation. So not completely detached, but keeping an objective frame of mind is what I'm feeling. Okay. And with the Magician and the Mirror here, you're definitely in a wonderful phase where you can manifest very quickly, but there's a need for you to take action and to trust the higher power, trust the divine, or trust the universe to clear away that which is not necessary in your life, and to be open to and receptive to what it actually has on the cards for you. So I'm not saying that you completely leave it to fate and things like that, but to be open, okay, to be receptive of what the universe is trying to show to you and which direction it's trying to guide you in, because there is success, there is victory coming up for you here. All right, but yes, you do need to be practical and take action, definitely. With the Page of Wands there as well, it is action oriented. So let's look at the guidance here for you. You have Shaman, Ancient Healing Wisdom, and you have Sanctuary, Cave. Okay. And the relationship and love oriented cards, we have Romance. Wow. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. And you have Listen with your heart. You are listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. Okay. So with these two cards here, I'm getting this similar feeling that I got with your runes. Okay. That you are being protected, perhaps by your ancestors. You are sort of, I get the feeling like they have created a sanctuary for you, or a safe space for you. Okay. And at the same time, you're also being urged to sort of shut out the noise, is what I'm getting. Okay. Because there's something that you need to pay attention to here. Listen to your heart, and that's possible when you actually retreat in a way to go within. This is much like the hermit energy, to not literally go into a cave and meditate, but to go within, to seek that inner sanctuary, that quiet space where I feel these innovative ideas and these path-breaking ideas perhaps will come to you, and you will get a clear direction of which how to move forward. Okay. I do feel that for some of you this could be a new beginning, even in love, in partnerships, because in this particular deck the Six of Pentacles is like that to me. It is about like a partnership, a very real, practical, tangible partnership that has the potential for long-term stability. Okay. And with the romance here and the heart and all of this love energy, there is a strong possibility that you receive some kind of a message or even an offer of some sorts when it comes to love prospects. Okay, but again, there's this emphasis here on healing, on going within, and allowing this quiet time. When you feel that there are delays happening, allowing this time or utilizing it rather to get clear directions. Okay, and as we're moving out of Mercury retrograde, this is the kind of energy that I'm seeing here, whereby it's not completely, like, you're not completely ready yet to put yourself out there perhaps, but you're in preparation is what I'm getting. Okay, there is a cycle here that is completing, and it's like the phase just before you start on a new path, on a new journey. Okay, and you're perhaps still integrating the lessons, like I said, and the wisdom from the previous experience that you've had. Okay, so I hope that made sense to you. Don't be afraid of being your authentic self and being your perhaps even quirky, innovative, weird self. Okay, because I do get the feeling that you're being guided in some new direction. Could even have something to do with the healing arts and alternative therapy and things like that, if that's what you're keen on. Okay, so yes, that was your reading. I hope this helps, and I wish you all the very best. Do take care of yourself, and have a wonderful week ahead. Bye bye. Hi, group 2. For those of you who've chosen this shell here, let's take a look at your reading. So I'm going to start with some runes. Okay. So we have the rune of Fehu. Nice. We have the rune of Lacus. Okay. That came up for first reading as well. And we have Surveyor. Beautiful. So this is a very positive start. There is some kind of a harvest, perhaps even material gains, something valuable, okay, that you are gaining this next 7 to 10 days. And with the Lacus here, there's a need here for you to get in touch with your emotions, with your intuition, and at the same time purge and release that which does not serve you, especially when it comes to your inner landscape, your emotional body. Okay, and so Willow is a really good omen. It's an all-round beautiful energy of the sun. It is a very positive energy. It is vibrant, it's joyful, so it looks very, very promising. Okay, so let's get into your cards and see what comes up there. So you've got the Tower, you have the Tree, and the Bouquet. What I'm feeling here is that with the Fehuya especially, it's almost like your past efforts are bearing fruit now. Both of these cards are connected to our past and could go way back. Okay. I feel like there's growth happening, and especially if you've been if you've been struggling, let's say physically, your health hasn't been good, whether it's mental or physical health or emotional health, things are going to get better. Okay, but whenever the tree comes up for me personally, there's an emphasis definitely on either mental health or on physical health. Okay, and with the tower being here along with the bouquet, this could actually be an offer coming your way, some invitation perhaps from an organization, from even it could even be like a gift from someone who is family. Okay, the tree could be talking about your family, and the bouquet is an all-round beautiful card to have. It is either an invitation or a gift and big luck coming your way. Okay, and I do get the feeling that this is like a turnaround, as in things start to change from your past, where things may have felt a bit stagnant or slow moving. Things are going to start blossoming. Okay, let's see other cards here. The King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, nice. We have Judgment. Okay, and lastly we have the Wheel of Fortune. Not surprised to see that. So I did speak about a turnaround, that's what I was sensing, and I feel like this is a turnaround. Okay, you have Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune. This is big. This is pretty big energy. It's like a seasonal shift is what I'm getting. Okay, things are shifting for you. It's almost like you're going from a stuck sort of energy, and suddenly the wheel has turned, and things are starting to shape up for you. Okay, this could actually be even someone who is influential in your life. The King of Cups, this could be a romantic partner, it could be a father figure, or it could be just your own energy as well. Okay, we have both masculine and feminine within us, so this could be someone who is quite significant. Okay, and in terms, if it's not someone you're dealing with, then this is the embodiment of that energy. Okay, which has to do with your intuition, with your feelings, emotions, and reaching a stage where you are feeling emotionally grounded and stable. Okay, that's what I'm feeling here. But for many of you, I get the feeling that this is a person. Okay, someone from your past, or someone you have, like, it's almost, I don't know if I should say this, but it feels almost like a past life connection to me. Okay, you might actually hear from this person, or there's a shift, there's a change in the dynamic of the connection in a way that allows you to start something from scratch. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning. It's that seed which holds the potential of the entire gamut of the Pentacles, which has everything to do with your safety, security, stability. Could be a new relationship, could be a new partnership, could be a new business, something that is quite creative. It could feel like a calling to you, a wake-up call. Okay, that's also what the Judgment is about. And there's this huge element here of destiny playing a part. Okay, that's what the Wheel of Fortune is. And the Judgment as well, in a way, is orchestrated by the divine. Okay, so this is like you either walking the path of your destiny now, or you getting a wake up call as to where you need to begin, which seed you need to plant, or this is an exciting opportunity or offer coming your way, either in romance or in some other aspect of your life. Okay, could even be a job offer if you're looking for one. But there's a strong masculine presence here, and I don't feel like that's yours. Okay, but yeah, let's see the other cards here. We have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. We have nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Wow, not surprised to see that. Door to romance, number 33, which is a master number. We have goddess of the moon, number 52. Okay. Exchanging gifts, number 27. And we have serendipity, 18. Wow, this is like amazing. So you've got destiny, you've got intuition, you've got serendipity written all over your reading. Like I said earlier with the bouquet as well, this is big luck, okay? And so is serendipity with a four-leaf clover here. This is like you're at the right place at the right time, and doors are suddenly opening up for you. And with the fiery climax approaches here, it's tied into the wheel of fortune, as in there is a climax happening in one area of your life whereby you're letting go of the past, you're cutting cords with the past, and there is something new that is taking shape or blossoming. Now this could be in terms of a relationship, a partnership, like I said, where there is like an equal exchange of energy and both of you are compatible and you are drawn to each other in this very intuitive sense, like this magnetic pull between the two of you. And yeah, it just feels very, very divinely orchestrated, if that makes sense. And yeah, there's a strong possibility here of a new romance starting up, either with somebody who you know from the past, or someone who feels like you've known this person for a really long time. That familiar feeling, like this person belongs to your soul tribe or something like that, and it's happening by chance, by happenstance. Wow, amazing. Look at let's see your guidance. You've got ebb and flow, ocean, and this is very much like this card here. Nothing is yet set in stone. And you've got emergence. Wow, dragonfly. That's one of my favorite cards. Something is definitely emerging here for you. Okay. At the same time, I feel like you are also getting this wake up call in a particular aspect of your life, and you're ready now, okay, to emerge, to come out of perhaps a period of stagnancy, of not knowing what to do, of confusion, or whatever it may have been, okay, and now you're ready to emerge as this new person. And I feel like what you're being guided here with is to go with the flow, okay? I know that sounds very tea towel-y and very cliche, but that's what I'm seeing here, especially with these two cards here. Things are not set in stone. Things are sort of gaining momentum, but you need to ride the tide in a way, okay? To go where the current is taking you in a way, and to not go in opposing directions. And that's also what you get with the goddess of the moon, okay, that you are in tune you are being asked to follow your intuition, like I said with this rune as well, and that there is something beautiful, something um, to look forward to on the other side. Okay, as long as you cut cords with the past, or you let uh, the past, you set the past aside in a way. Okay, because there is a completion happening here, a season change, like I said, a shift with a wheel of fortune. Okay, it's a number 10 card, and judgment is 10 twice, it's 20. So that's like, again, you could say it's very close to a culmination, something completing. Okay, but it's that step where you also take stock, where you review the situation, and it's sort of like where the past, the present, and the future um, have like this triad, you could say, and if that's making any sense to you, and you're in a pivotal time. Okay, where you need to make some decision, perhaps based on what you've learned from the past, but which completely alters your direction and it affects your future. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. Let's see your relationship cards. You could be authentic, alright, be real and true to who you are, and you have simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. I feel like in your relationships, in your love life especially, not only are you being asked to be authentic, but also I feel that someone who has perhaps not been very authentic with you previously, not very expressive about themselves and their feelings towards you, that person is likely to get in touch with you and to express themselves and be authentic this time around. Okay, wow. So that was your reading, group number 2. I hope this made sense and I hope you enjoyed the reading. Very interesting messages. There's good fortune coming for you, definitely. You're hitting upon some luck definitely this week. Okay, so I'm wishing you all the best. Do take care of yourself and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you again later. Bye bye. Hi, group 3. For those of you who've chosen this shell here, I'm gonna pull out some runes for you first. Okay, so where did that go? Okay, we have Isa. Here we have Fehu. Nice. And let's get one more. And lastly we have Gable. Okay, so this is, firstly, I'm getting a very fortunate time for you to give and receive, and for your partnerships to flourish especially. Okay, but with the Isa, there is like a period of, perhaps you could call it a standstill, but it's happening because there's an impending harvest that is coming your way. Fehu is a really fortunate rune to have. It is about a harvest, you receiving some kind of a, especially material gain, increase in some wealth or an opportunity or something like that. Okay, it's a very fortunate rune to have. And there could also be it's like a period of perhaps reviewing as well. Certain relationships, certain partnerships, in terms of what is the give and take ratio, what is this a balanced connection, things like that. Okay, but these are both really positive runes to have. Let's see your other cards. We'll get an idea of what's happening. You have the bear, the sun, beautiful, and you have the snake. Okay. So the sun overpowers any negative aspect of the snake. This could be actually an authority figure or someone who is especially, like, the bear can also be seen as mother. Okay, but someone who is of an authoritative stature could be a little bit troublesome. Okay, and if they are perhaps going behind your back, or they are envious of you, or they are acting in a weird manner, like I said, maybe not in your best interest, and that's going to be illuminated. It is going to come to light. Okay, perhaps that's why we have this Isa here. Okay, which is a rune of ice, as in things sort of freezing up for you. But I feel like, and that's why I think I was getting that you're reviewing, you're taking stock of your connections and what is, like I said, the exchange ratio, so to speak. Okay, but the other thing here is that if this is your energy, you are actually feeling more empowered. Okay, there's an increase in your personal strength is what I'm getting. And the sun is an all-round beautiful energy to have. It is success, prosperity, fame, recognition, solutions, anything you can think of. Okay, and this could also be about you actually going after your goals, your desires, your ambitions in a very unabashed manner. Okay, and you finding success in that. Okay, a snake also has to do with your desires, and I do feel like for many of you, you are actually coming into your own, in the sense that you are feeling more empowered this week. Let's see your tarot cards. You have the Five of Swords, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, speaking of empowerment, the Page of Swords. Okay, and you have the Three of Wands. All right. The first message that I'm getting here is that you're actually standing up for yourself. You're eliminating, deleting, cutting off people, situations that are problematic, or that are perhaps being illuminated by the sun. People who are going behind your back, people who are not working in your best interest, like I said, people who may be gossiping about you, or who are just very petty in some way. This is very immature energy. But I'm also getting this very protective sort of energy. She's holding on to this crystal bowl like thing, which incidentally has a snake inside, if you can see that. Yeah, it's a very fiery energy, and it is a very empowered one as well. I get the feeling like you're definitely standing up for yourself. You're turning your back on things, people, situations that are not in your best interest, and that you have perhaps been struggling with. And if you have been in that situation where you knew, you had an inkling perhaps, that because the Queen of Wands is very instinctive as well. She may not be intuitive, you could say, like with the Queen of Cups, but she definitely follows her instincts, and she's got that raw sort of animalistic instinct of survival. And I do get the feeling that if you have especially had that inkling, that instinctual feeling that something's not right or someone is not acting in my best interest, you're going to own or take back your power this week and turn your back on those situations. And the Three of Wands is a really good card to have here, because it's telling me that there is growth happening, there's expansion happening in your life, especially when it comes to uh, your your passions, desires, your goals, ambitions, your life purpose, your career, things like that. Okay, so this could imply even some office gossip and some crappy behavior from your colleagues and things like that, who you're not paying attention to, basically. So let them do whatever they're doing. They might actually even be envious of you, okay? Or your boss may be envious of you, but that's quite possible. Let's see other cards. You have the energy is gaining momentum. The end of a rough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Nice. So we just had the full moon in Capricorn. You can watch that reading if you feel so inclined. Okay. So again, coming back to this partnerships, what I was getting initially with this room, you're taking stock of who you can partner up with. Okay, as far as I feel your career, business, finances is concerned, and your personal empowerment, things are definitely picking up pace, and you are coming to an end of a difficult cycle, something that has been tough for you. Capricorn again is connected to its 10th house energy. It is connected to your career, to authority figures, to father, okay, and also to how you show up, your social status or standing in the society. So there's a definite improvement I'm seeing, especially in your finances and business prospects and things like that. Okay, let's see other cards here. Got the Temple Path, number 12, which boils down to another 3. You have Rest and Rejuvenation, Time to Go, number 45, and you have TikTok, number 30. So you have 2 3s here and a third one. You may be seeing a lot of 3 okay, and you have 9 and 10. Okay, yeah, there's something that you're leaving behind. Okay, both of these women actually in these cards are turning their backs towards something, and that's that challenging phase, rough cycle, especially I feel in terms of connections and partnerships, that you're turning your back on. And for many of you, this has to do with the people that you either work with or that you have like close connections with. Okay, this is all talking about empowerment to me, and you moving away from something that is not in your highest good, and in turn moving towards that which is actually meant for you. Okay, you are being led spiritually or intuitively towards something that is actually in your highest good. Okay, and with the TikTok being there, you might feel like you're running out of time, but you're not. Okay, which is why I feel like you're being asked to slow down, to take things easy. Even though the energy is gaining momentum, you might feel a bit you know, like on the edge, like you need to hurry up, you need to do something, you need to run almost like she is in this card. But that's why this rune is here, the rune of Isa, to sort of pause, okay? Take a deep breath, pause, and allow things to unfold, okay? And take this time to actually reflect and replenish your energy, is what I'm getting, okay? Because you've been through something tough. It's been a tough battle, it's been a tough fight, is what I'm getting. It's been like a hard won victory, but you are taking your power back in some way, okay? Let's see your guidance. You have breach, whale, nice. And you have volcano, yeah, volatility. So I was getting this sort of angsty, almost edgy sort of feeling, okay, that you might feel like I need to do something very quickly, okay? And I'm being drawn to this winding path here. It's the idea here is to slow down and not be in a hurry, and at the same time to be playful, okay? To do what you haven't done before or you haven't considered before, to also break the norm, the pattern in some way, to breach that pattern, okay? And this may also have to do with your authenticity, with voicing yourself, standing up for yourself, okay? I'm getting that connection to communication here as well. There is likelihood of you having even like a squabble or something with somebody, but things will settle down, okay? It's a very temporary energy. The Five of Swords is also temporary. It's a minor arcana. It's not like, but that's what I was picking up on initially as well, that you are standing up for yourself, you're defending yourself in some way. So there may be a situation where people lose their temper, but then things will cool down after that, okay? Let's see your relationship and love cards. Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love, and have patience. Yeah, so that is what I was picking up on. Love is patient and kind always. So this may be with somebody specific, someone you're close to, someone who is a partner perhaps in some way, okay? And they may be acting a bit childish and immature and petty. You're just being guided to have patience through this time, okay? And maybe if you need a break, go somewhere, retreat a bit, detach yourself from the situation for a while until things cool down, and then you'll be able to make more sense of things and how to handle them as well. Interesting. So that was your reading, group number 3. I am seeing a lot of expansion here, especially a lot of growth with the sun there, and threes, okay, in your reading. Very nice. So I'm wishing you all the very best. Do take care of yourself. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Do hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. I will see you again later. Bye bye.